friends, once again I welcome all of you on behalf of GTU for this active learning video lecture communication. Myself Sachin Sharma. In the last lecture we saw all about batteries, what do you mean by batteries, introduction to batteries, and the types of batteries we saw, operations of batteries, then primary secondary batteries, charging and discharging of batteries. We saw video also, applications of batteries. We saw a video of like how to make a lemon battery, how to generate voltage from lemons. Now in this lecture I will show show you practically how to make a potato battery. Potato battery means how to generate a voltage from potato, and at the end I will show you how to light or how to make an LED working, right? LED is light emitting diode. So we will directly go to the practical. If you see, this is a potato actually, right? So what I am doing is I have to generate a voltage from this potato. So inside this potato actually we have phosphorus acid that will work as an electrolyte, and if you see, this is a copper wire, so that will act as an electrode. So this is a copper wire that will act as an electrode. So for the second electrode I am taking this zinc nail actually, so that will work as a second electrode. So what I am going to do is in this potato actually I will insert these two electrodes, and then I will see on that multimeter how much voltage it is giving to us, right? Here in this case the electrolyte is the same actually, that is phosphorus acid. So I make the connections. If you see here, that is alligator that clips actually to hold something, to fix something in this, and this you can say this as a patch cord also. Okay, so I am taking this copper one. As a positive side, and this zinc, that one as a negative side. Next what I am doing is you see, this is a digital multimeter that can be used to see voltages, currents and all those things. I am keeping it is in DC volts, and I am keeping that is in I am keeping this probe in the volt side, and this one is the common. If you see the reading, it is giving to us as 0.47 volts. So this potato is giving to us as 0.48 DC volts, right? Which can check if it reverse these connections. It is showing us as minus. If you can check the polarity, it is showing to us as minus 0.4748, right? So one potato is giving to us as 0.48. Next what we are going to see is we are checking whether it is enough to light an LED or not. This is basically a diode, that is light emitting diode. Property of this diode is when it gets enough voltage, enough current, it emits light actually, right? It works like normal diodes only, that forward and reverse in that way only. So again I am changing the connections. I am keeping this red one in the voltage side and the black one in the common side. I'm keeping one more, fixing one more probe in the voltage side. Black is the common one. Okay, if you see this LED, you want to check which one is the positive anode and which one is the negative, like cathode. What we can do is the leg that is in height long, or whose length is greater than the second one, it is the positive. So in this case, this lead, it is the positive, and the next to it, it is negative. So what I am doing is, red one is the positive, I am touching it, I am fixing it, and the black one I am keeping. If you see, LED, it is not going properly, it is not emitting properly that intensity that we are looking for. So because the reason is it is having only 0.47 volts DC volts, but it is not having enough current to make this LED on, right? So how to increase the voltage? So what I am doing is, I am taking one more potato, I am fixing it zinc nail one side, copper wire second end, right? Okay, connection is very simple. So this is actually the circuit. So one, it is like, if it is 0.47 volts, and V2 again, if it is 0.47 volts, this is how we have to make the connections. The negative of the first should be connected to positive, right? And then the if you want to check the output, we have to take one probe here and one from the negative side. These are the like plus minus test probes in the multimeter, right? So it will give us as 0.47 plus 0.47, right? So it will give us this much of voltage. You have to add those voltages, right? What I am doing is, this zinc one, that is the negative side, I am connecting in series. To this copper one. This is the negative side, that is the zinc one. This copper one, right? So we'll have this circuit completed, right? Next I am going to see what is the voltage. This is the negative side, this one is the positive. I have to keep this in volts. If you see, it is giving us as the reading 0.96, right? So theoretically it should be 0.94 something, and practically we are getting as 0.96. What it has done is it is added, we have taken 2 potatoes, so it is giving us as 0.96 volts, right? And again we are going to check whether the LED is getting on or no. So that this one is the negative and this one is the positive, right? You can see that LED is glowing. So if you see this LED, it is getting on, it is emitting light. So 2 potatoes actually they give enough voltage and current to make this LED on, right? You can check it with second LED. I am having a second LED. If you see this LED, there are 2 legs actually, we can keep as legs or pins. So smaller one, it is the negative side, and bigger one is the positive side. If you see, there is some LED, some that light, it is going out of this LED, right? So we can make this LED working, right, with the help of these 2 potatoes. So this is how we can generate voltages from potato. We can make a potato battery. So suppose if you want to make if you want to increase the voltage, we can have 3 potatoes, right? We can arrange those potatoes in series, and we can get the output voltage, right? So in this way, if you want to have a 9 volts battery, if you want to make from a potato, we can have 9 potatoes in series, and then they will give us as 9 volts, right? You have seen that in the market potato clocks are there. So the funda is this one only. They are using potato, and that in that potato we have phosphorus acid, that is being used as an electrolyte. First electrode, that is copper one, and the second one they are using as a zinc, or in that place we can use, apart from this copper and zinc, we can use iron, magnesium, or lead. So those gives better result actually, better voltages actually they give. Okay, I will also show one video how to make a solar cell or solar battery. This one is the analog meter. It is not a digital one, so it will have that pointer scales and all those things. See the wiper portion, that pointer, that one, it is showing some voltage.
So the longer you have it sitting in the salty water, the less performance you'll get.